Well, I still can't tell if we're a good team in this league or not. Hello and welcome back to our FM22 Journeyman, where we attempt to go from non-league football to winning the Champions League. We're back with Barnsley FC with obviously our first season in the Premiership. We've got two more games for you today. The first one against second place Man United and then the second one against Leicester. Since you were last with me, we've only played a couple more games since yesterday. We saw Newcastle and Leeds on the channel. We then played Watford after beating Leeds and Newcastle, and it being a really good episode. We then lost 3-1 to Watford. We also lost 2-0 to Man United, who we faced today. That was in the Carabao Cup, but we did just win 3-0 against Aston Villa. It does mean league-wise, we are here. We are 9th, and we're only actually 1 point outside of the European places. It's probably not all that bad. We're losing a few more than I'd like. We've got 4 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses, but equally we're not really near the relegation zone, so I kind of feel like this is probably a pretty good debut season. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. However, this is going to be our lineup today for that match against Man United. We've got Montipio in goal, back 4 then of Branthwaite, Omon Dumbedeli, that defender, Holmes and Godwin Malif. We've got Bakuna, Inuit and Blinkhorn as our midfielders. Noto out on the left with Kleimunchuk on the right today and Jenkins up front. Kleimunchuk out on the right because Manduk is injured. Also, Jenkins scored 2 goals there last match, so why not keep him there? Godwin Malif starting here as well because, as we can see, Jayden Bogle is suspended for this one. Not really expecting much out of this match against Man United, but I do think it's a cool one to come and see on the channel. When you're in your debut season, I personally think it's quite a cool thing to see these sort of games because, I don't know, we're going to eventually get a result against one of these bigger teams when we're not expecting it. Hopefully, it'll be when we're on YouTube. If you do enjoy today's episode, of course, please do hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, you just haven't done it already, why not consider subscribing as well? It's completely free. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps support the channel. And this is uploaded, this series in particular, 4 times a week on a Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. So there's lots of stuff for you to follow along with. Mbappe here for Man United, not scary at all. Branthwaite actually doing quite well there to cut out that cross from the Mbappe. I'm assuming he's still a pretty relatively decent player in this league and at this time in the universe. Really good save there for Montipio. Just going to change this back again to key highlights. Corner here for Man United off of that save. It's been put into the back post. Branthwaite is there. I think it was him to clear the ball. Either way, it goes out for a throw-in. Oh, Jesus Christ, we're seeing the we're going to see the highlight of the throw-in as well. I feel like there's a goal coming very soon from Man United. And we've got to remember, this isn't the Man United of real life. This is the Man United of FM22. Football Manager Man United are actually quite decent. I haven't looked how they've been doing in the leagues, but when I've seen it, I think they've been winning leagues left, right and centre. They obviously had Ronaldo for a long time. They've now replaced Ronaldo with Mbappe. Blinkhorn almost getting a goal there for us. I played the entire match in the Carabao Cup on cautious mentality. That didn't go very well for us. I mean, it didn't go badly in the sense of we lost 2-0, which when you're a newly promoted side playing against a Premier League side that's been here since time forgot, I feel like a 2-0 loss, not necessarily the worst result in the world we could have had, but I've just decided to approach this one with a positive mentality and hopefully make a little bit of a game about it. I'm just surprised at the moment we're getting so many highlights. We're not even going to mention this guy's name. We're just going to pretend that he's not actually on screen. Probably in hindsight, maybe not the best match to have on YouTube because I'm not playing on the update because obviously this series has been going for a long time, but we're just not going to acknowledge his existence at all for anyone watching. If you're wondering why I'm skipping through the highlight and not mentioning him, I'm sure you can probably work out why. I'm not entirely sure, though, why we're getting so many highlights. Is that Jordan Henderson in goal for Man United? So De Gea's at Newcastle, because we saw that last episode, but we've got Jordan Henderson in goal for Man United. I think that's who it is. Yeah, we seem to have Henderson. Maguire's still there. Varane is still there. We've then got Bruno Fernandes is still there. Mbappe, we've obviously already noticed. We're getting battered. Oh, here's Mbappe. Mbappe's brought down the box by Godwin Malif. Godwin Malif's already on a yellow card. He seems to have run off, though. So hopefully the referee doesn't notice him. He's just, yeah, we're just going to ignore that. It's gone to VAR. It's going to be a penalty. It is a penalty. We're just going to tell all of our players here to ease off of the tackles. No, he is going to get a second yellow card. So with that, we're down to 10 men against Man United. That is not ideal. And I think we just sacrifice one of our midfielders and kind of play like that, maybe. Jordan Williams is the only player that's going to be able to come in, and I guess now we just go, do we go defensive? I think that's kind of the only option here. We are just going to take a battering now. I'm going to have a sip of tea while we watch the penalty. Is it even worth me commentating on this anymore? Probably not. We're going to take a very, very harsh battering now. We're down to 10 men. I expected to lose anyway. I didn't expect to lose as much as we're probably going to. Bruno Fernandes there putting away a penalty for Man United. Shock horror. Oh dear Lord. Now it's another highlight for them on a corner. We seem to be getting a ridiculous amount of highlights. I think that's only because of all the goal mouth action that is happening for Man United here. Bruno Fernandes he's just playing with us really now, isn't he? He's kind of smelt blood, and now he is playing with us. Mbappe can't get a shot off there. Mbappe hasn't scored against us yet, though. Has he? I don't think. He didn't score the first goal, did he? No, he didn't. Oh, yeah, no, that other person did that we're not talking about or going to mention ever on this channel. Montipio there, clearing that one really, really long to Clyde Munchak. Clyde Munchak played out on the right on that last match and grabbed a couple of goals. Jenkins, like I said, played where he is. He grabbed a couple of goals as well. Once again, Man United are going to get another goal, although it looks like it's going to be ruled offside for that one. I think it is. No, it isn't. It's going to be awarded. Great. Hey ho, we've got that match obviously in the second half of the episode coming up against Leicester. Looking ahead at that one, Leicester are currently in 8th. We do have now a game in hand on them because we've played this one against Man United and they've not played yet. I feel like we should just fast forward this a little bit now because there's not a lot of point to this anymore. Maguire, with his massive slab of a forehead, has just tried to put another goal past us. Brantford is on a 6.1, which is disgusting, really. I mean, I'm all for we're playing against Man United, but if you can make just a minor sort of effort, that would be lovely. I don't think I can actually bring a sub on for him. I think is Ramsey on the bench. Ramsey was injured for a bit, but I think he's back from injury now, so he will actually be on the bench. And we could sub off Brantford if we need to. I don't know if Ramsey's going to do any better of a job, but I am tempted to bring him on in a bit. We're now 4-0 down. We're 4-0 down. This is moral. This is moral destroying. This is what this is. Man United coming in absolutely battering you. It's going to destroy the morale of the team. That's what I'm worried about. We could potentially go and get something out of that game against Leicester if we were in the right mental state. However, if we've just got absolutely slaughtered by Man United, I don't see us going and getting anything there because it kind of ruins you for the whole season. I'm thinking back to Nottingham Forest and when we were there in a previous save. If you watched that on the channel, if you didn't, I'll quickly explain. We lost in the FA Cup, I think it was, to Tottenham Hotspur, who at this point we were in the Championship and they were a top tier Premier League club. We lost to them and that absolutely destroyed the morale in our camp, and that's to the point that basically cost us the title that season. We went into the playoffs and then lost the playoff final, but before that we were basically unbeatable in the league. Losing to Spurs completely ruined our season, which is not a sentence I think any club has ever said ever. But it did it to us just because our morale was so low. Even though it is a game that I feel like, you know, should be expected to lose, it still had a bit of a detrimental effect on everyone's state of mind. Ball play forward to Jenkins here. I thought we were going to see a rare highlight in the Man United end. But no, it is going to come back our end instead. And we are now getting battered, FM. Do we really need so many highlights of us just being taken apart by a top-tier Champions League playing team in the league? Probably not. Oh, Mbappe, that's the guy you want to see on the ball in your box. You know, when you're already losing 4-0, what you definitely want to see is Mbappe bearing down on you. It's fantastic. Is this one going to be offside? Probably not. Referee seems to be liking Man United today, if I'm honest. Yeah, so that's 2 VAR decisions that have gone their way, as well as a penalty. It's not great, if I'm honest. We have got, as I was saying, that match against Leicester. They are only just above us. And even with this loss, West Ham have 17 points. We are still only 2 points behind them. That's cannon back off the bar there. I think it's time to make some substitutions really on the side. I don't think we care too much about what's happening now. Ramsey can come on and we can make one other substitution. I think we probably bring on Hajdari. Is that how I say his name? Hajdari? I don't know. He's our centre back there. Obviously, it's a bit of a rotation option, but I think it's going to end up being a first team player for us eventually down the line. So definitely a player we want to be bringing in when we can, giving him some game time. Probably not the best time to do it against Man United, but equally we're already using 5-0. We're not going to actually see said player make any touches of the ball or anything, and we've just demotivated the entire team. So when I said the game would kind of demoralize the team a little bit, that has not helped. We have just got the club, as we can see, to agree to upgrade the club's training facilities, which is nice. Godwin Malif has just been banned, which is not so nice. And our match against Leicester isn't for another 14 days. So we're going to fast forward to that. Be there in a second with you. Okay, and here is the team we are hoping to use to have a better result for that match against Leicester. We've got Montipio in goal. Our back four today is Ramsey, Oman Dembele, that defender, Hajdari, Bogle. We've got Bakuna, Inuai and Blinkhorn in midfield. You then got Nonto and Klein Munchuk out on the wings with Kajero up front today instead of Jenkins. Hopefully he can put couple of goals in the back of the net. That would be wonderful. At least 2 against Leicester, and we'd be very happy if we give him a lovely pat on the head there as a thank you. I'm not entirely sure how Leicester have been doing in the league in the last few years. Obviously the problem being when you're massively in the future, you don't quite know what's going on unless you keep a very close eye on things. And again, we didn't think we were going to get to the Premier League this season. If we had thought about it, we probably would have kept a bit of a closer eye on this. As we can see, we are currently 4 points behind Leicester. This would give us a little bit of a chance to close that gap should we need it. It is very early days for us in this league, though. We've had a decent start. I still feel like this is a decent start for a first ever, as far as I'm aware, first ever season in the Premier League. So we're happy with it. I don't think it's going to be a European winning or getting into the European playoff positions this sort of season. I think that is probably a couple of seasons down the line, especially if we're going to keep giving away a penalty every match, because I think this will be the 3rd match in a row I've actually seen us give away a penalty. It's getting a little old, I'm not going to lie. Klein Munchuk giving it away this time. Not exactly a great start here. I know we're 20 minutes in, but it's the first couple of highlights. It's not a great start. Can Montipio do anything about this one? He cannot. And Gabriel Barbosa there getting his 6th goal of the season for Leicester via a penalty. We're going to just encourage the team. Maybe we can come back from that. I would hope we can still. We've definitely got the potential in the squad to go and do it. But also, we are not showing it at the moment. And I'm a little worried that that loss to Man United is going to have absolutely destroyed our morale now. We demand more from the team. I can see we've got more possession at the moment. So I am going to drop to a cautious mentality. Hopefully bring us back into the game slowly. Maybe we can just control the game for a little bit. We'll get back into it. Start getting a few shots on target. Build up that confidence a little bit more. I think it would only take one goal here to sort of spark a bit of energy into our team. But we are going to need that one goal to do it, because at the moment we are being run ragged by Leicester. We missed another tackle there, which is allowing them to continue marching forward towards our goal. And now it's just been sprayed out wide. There is literally no one there to close them down. It's squared into the box. And Mondello here, who I've never seen before, it looks like a regen, slotting the second home for Leicester. Oh dear, it's all going a little bit wrong. Aston Villa are beating Man United. That's interesting. Absolutely no one out there challenging Justin though. And I mean, what are we doing? There's two players here defending. Montipio's there. No one's closing Justin down. It's like after that Man United game, we've just forgotten how to play football. Now we've shouted at the team at half time. Maybe they go out and remember. And I think we return to positive, because dropping the cautious has done absolutely nothing. We've encouraged the team a little bit. It's another highlight, but it is going to be a corner for Leicester. We've managed to clear that one, although I think they're going to be able to recycle possession here. They are. McAllister into Alves. He's squared it again. That's two pretty much identical goals here for Leicester. It's just been squared from fractionally outside the area straight into the middle for an absolute tap-in. What is my defence doing? They've completely forgotten how to play football. That's just been brought out and squared into the centre. Who the hell is this? The guy who we can't pronounce his name still. Maybe that's why he's just given up, because we've not called him his actual name since he's been at the club. But there should be better defending there. That's absolutely atrocious. I think we need to change some stuff here. I mean, he's on a 6.3 in defence. You've asked to start. You've started. It's not gone very well. Tom Holmes can come back on. The whole reason I changed this is because our system manager was telling us Holmes and Mbondele weren't exactly playing together very well. I do feel like a lot of that is because they are playing in the Premier League. It's not that they're playing badly. It's just that the teams around them are so much better than us in terms of quality. The teams that aren't better than us, we are actually having decent games against them. But equally, I'm not expecting us to go and get a result against Man United. It's games I'll occasionally show on the channel, but globally speaking, they're kind of dead games that you're not expecting to do anything. Nonto here trying to get one for us. It has managed to draw a corner here from the Leicester camp. So we are going to have another attack here. Inui to take it. Cross to the far post. Literally no one there. Bakuna's now looking tired. So we're going to bring on Oxy Booth for him as our final substitution. Lincoln playing that one out to Nonto, who plays it offside. And, I mean, what was that? We are playing like we've never seen a ball before in our life. Like it's the first time they've ever been on a football pitch. It's a little bit disgusting. How do we go from yesterday's episode, where we've put 5 past Newcastle, we put a couple past Leeds, to today's episode where we've had 5 put past us by Man United, and now we are getting the runaround from Leicester like no one's business. I mean, we very, very close to conceding a 4th there as well. We've given absolutely nothing in terms of attack in this match. Yeah, we've had some shots, but they've been so poor. We've barely seen any of them in the highlights, and that is just not a good enough result. And the team are going to be told that that's not a good enough result. And we're coming close to January. I mean, we're in November. It might be come January, we need to make a few more transfers, get rid of some of the deadwood at the club, because at the moment we've got a transfer budget of 6.1 million. We are going to have a fair amount of wage budget left. I mean, we are negotiating a couple of deals for our current players who want new contracts, but 6 million, 84,000 in wage budget. There are definitely some players that I think we could offload in all of this. It's a team that definitely needs a little bit more added to it. I'm just not entirely sure what yet. But we'll worry about that when we do get to January and that transfer window. Maybe we can bring in some more players and make sure we do not get drawn anywhere near the relegation zone this season. If you have enjoyed that one, please do drop a like down below. It's always very, very much appreciated. If you want to hit the subscribe button as well and join the channel, it is completely free. You can unsubscribe later if you want. But we upload this video 4 times a week, as you can see over here, on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. So the next video for this will be up on Tuesday at 3 o'clock UK time. hit the notification bell. YouTube will let you know when we upload that one, and you can follow along, see if we get any better with Barnsley. Until next time though guys, thank you very, very much for watching. It's been a pleasure as always, and if you do want to watch some more content on the channel before Tuesday's episode, have a look at this video now, and I'll see you then.